At PVM, seniors can age in place with confidence.
You can notice from the lapel of my jacket, I'm wearing a puzzle piece. I am a piece of the puzzle. So I was able to give my ideas and my input, and with my background, I felt that I could make a contribution.
I want to give to something that I believe in and that I can see makes a difference. My experience in terms of working with PVM is that I have had the opportunity as a board member to see the needs arise, and I've had the opportunity to see the money make a difference.
What I really liked about it was the service to the seniors that I saw in each of the villages, and that has grown over the years and grown on me over the years.
I'm a passionate supporter of the Presbyterian Villages of Michigan because they continue to exceed in their goals of providing care for an older adult, their family, and the local community.
For me as a board member, what I love doing about this is seeing how we can work with our other partner organizations in the community, identify the needs at Mill Creek or at our local residents, and then being able to work with our partners in the community to identify, okay, here's our need, how do we get our arms around this?
The thing that impresses me the most is to have the residents speak and tell me what their life is like in a Presbyterian Village facility. And it brings tears to your eyes because they are so happy. They are just so happy being there.
Presbyterian Villages, I believe, are one of the facilities out there that the seniors can be so thankful for because to me, I searched around and I found that they were the ones that really, really cared about seniors. They don't house us. They give us lives.
This is where we want to be. We see the care that is given to those in assisted living, to those that are in the nursing area, those that are in memory loss unit. We think that the care is tremendous, and that's why we've committed ourselves to being there.
They're looking out for seniors, not just me, all seniors that lives in their establishment.
This was to be my last move, my very last move, and I wanted to move into independent, stay there as long as I could. And I believe they make it possible if the time comes and I have to move into assisted living, as some of my friends have already, then I will do it knowing that as long as I'm there, I'm going to be well cared for there.
They really, truly care about the seniors, and they show it. And every time we need anything, they're right there. They're supportive of us, and they don't treat us like old people.
The staff at Presbyterian Village, I think, is top-notch, all the way from Lasher Road to Brush Park Manor. They make sure that we have enough facilities to be taken care of right at the medical center. We have the button that we can push if we're in the facility, and instead of trying to dial 911, we push the button.
Our bus makes sure that we're able to get out. Those of us that have no other form of transportation, make sure that we get our groceries, get to the doctor, get our medication.
Being a retired nurse, I understand with how important it is body, mind, and spirit. And all those are taken care of here.
One of the reasons I chose Presbyterian Village was because of the wellness program. I was diagnosed with spinal stenosis in 2004, and when Mother and I traveled in 2004, going through the airport, we were both in wheelchairs. After exercise, in 6 months, I was no longer in a wheelchair, and I moved to Presbyterian Village to continue my physical activity so that hopefully I will not ever again be in a wheelchair.
We do have this wonderful wellness room that has state-of-the-art equipment, and we have a full-time wellness supervisor who does classes for every level of need and every level of physical ability.
I can't stress enough how the exercise and the wellness program is keeping me going.
The villages have village-wide events where everybody can come together and socialize.
I never watch TV until in the evening. I'm busy all day.
We recently had a basketball tournament with the police department of our area and our staff, and some of us were out there cheering them on, and we had the most unique cheerleading squad you ever saw in your life. Some of our gals had oxygen on, but they were out there cheering anyway.
I think that it's a lot more home-like atmosphere than some of the larger places.
We felt more community spirit there than where we lived. In our last home, we were there 20 years, and as I tell people, within 6 months, I think knew more people, were in more people's places than we had been at our neighborhood for 20 years.
It's one of the best places in the state of Michigan to be living.
It frees me to enjoy life and participate in the activities and just to live a healthy, happy senior life, free.
You've just heard a lot of great stories about the mission of Presbyterian Villages of Michigan. Over 65 years since 1945, serving seniors now across the state, from Harbor Springs to Alpena to Detroit and Kalamazoo.
We do good work, and I see it in the faces of the seniors when I go to visit the villages. I see it in the faces of the staff when they've done a tremendous job at all of the things that are asked of them, and we ask a lot of our staff. It gives you a very warm feeling.
Just over the last 6 months, I've had the personal experience as a son of a senior who's made the decision and has actually moved into one of our villages, the village at Westland. And so I'm really glad to have my mom here.
You know, I had made up my mind I was going to move, and that was it. And I went over and I talked to them over there, and they showed me the apartments I wanted, so I got the apartment I wanted, and I've got it fixed up just like home.
I'm back to my granddaughters that I want them to see what Presbyterian Villages does. They've been to some of our villages, fortunately. They've met some of the leadership, and I hope that they do become servant leaders in their own right.
It's extremely gratifying on both a personal as well as a professional level to know the positive experiences that so many seniors have had across the state. And we really are entrusted by them and by their families to provide, again with their assistance, the very best quality of life possible.
If his dad was living today, he'd be so proud.
Well, thank you.
Learn more at pvm.org or call 248-281-2020.